All right, let's talk about something that's a huge decision for any growing business, your intranet. The big question is, do you build it from scratch or do you buy one that's ready to go? We're going to figure out the smartest way to get your team connected.
Let me ask you something. Does this sound at all familiar? You've got documents all over the place, important stuff gets buried in endless email chains, and it feels like your different teams are basically working on different planets. Yeah, those are the classic signs of a disconnected workplace, and man, can it just kill your productivity.
So, you know you need to fix this, right? You need something to get everyone talking, to break down those silos, maybe even get rid of some of those old school paper forms. But then, you start looking for a solution, and you realize, whoa, there are a ton of options out there. It's just overwhelming.
Really, it all comes down to one big choice. It's a fork in the road. Are you going to build a solution from the ground up, or are you going to buy one that's basically ready to go? It's kind of like building a custom house versus buying one that's already built. And that's the big decision we're going to unpack right now.
Okay, so let's really get into it. Let's look at these two options, build versus buy. Because honestly, understanding the pros and cons of each is the most important thing you can do to find the right fit. It all starts right here with the simple side-by-side.
Okay, look at this. What you're seeing here is the classic trade-off. Building it yourself, yeah, you get total control. Every little thing can be built exactly how you want it. But, and this is a big but, that control is expensive. We're talking a ton of time, a huge budget, and you need some serious tech know-how on your team. Plus, guess who's responsible for fixing it when it breaks? You are. Now, flip that around. The off-the-shelf option, it's all about speed and simplicity. You can get it up and running fast, it costs way less, and the company you buy it from handles all the messy stuff. Updates, support, you name it.
So, for the rest of our time here, we're really going to zoom in on that off-the-shelf option. Why? Because for most businesses, it's just the smartest, most practical choice. But what does ready-made even mean? Let's break it down.
Think of it like this. An off-the-shelf intranet is basically software in a box. It's already built, it's fully developed, and it comes with all the core stuff that pretty much every business needs. A place for documents, a directory of employees, a newsfeed. The whole point is that it's designed to be super fast to set up and super easy to manage, even if you don't have a single developer on staff. And this right here, this is probably the biggest selling point, speed. I mean, a custom project could take months, maybe even a year or more when you factor in all the development, testing, and training. An off-the-shelf solution, you could be live in days. That is a huge, huge difference, especially when your communication problems are happening right now, not a year from now.
Okay, so I know what you might be thinking. Off-the-shelf sounds a little, well, generic, right? Like it's a one-size-fits-all solution that won't really fit you. But that's not really true anymore. Modern platforms are actually pretty flexible. You can totally customize them with your own branding. You can pick from different templates. You can turn on the features you need and turn off the ones you don't. It's a really nice balance between having a solid foundation and still being able to make it your own.
And it gets even better. The secret sauce for a lot of these modern intranets is that they're cloud-based. So what does that mean for you? Well, it means the provider handles everything on the back end. All the security updates, the software upgrades, maintaining the servers, all that technical headache, it's gone. It's completely off your plate, freeing up your team to do, their actual jobs.
All right, so let's say you're on board. An off-the-shelf solution sounds pretty good, but how do you pick the right one? Don't worry, I've got you. Here is a super simple, practical checklist you can use to check out any platform you're looking at.
First up, what are your goals? Seriously, write down your absolute must-have features. What can't you live without? Step 2, how easy is it to set up? Is it a drag-and-drop dream or is it a nightmare? Third, you've got to dig into the security and hosting. Who's responsible for what? And finally, this one is so important, test drive the management. Can someone on your marketing team or in HR jump in and update things easily? Or are you going to have to call your IT person every single time you want to post an announcement?
And that third point about hosting, this table just lays it out perfectly. Look at this. If you decide to host it yourself, that's the self-hosted column. Every single one of these things is on you. Server maintenance, you. Backups, you. Security updates, you get the picture. But with a cloud-hosted solution, the provider takes care of all of it. That is a massive weight off your shoulders, and it lets your team focus on what they're actually good at.
So, as we start to bring this all together, what's the big takeaway here? What's the smartest path forward? Honestly, it's choosing simplicity over needless complexity.
Let's recap the big points. Off-the-shelf intranets, they are by far the fastest way to get started. They have a much lower total cost.
And if you go with the cloud-hosted one, you basically erase the IT and security burden from your to-do list. Plus, modern ones are flexible enough to match your brand, and they're built so that regular, non-technical folks can actually use and manage them. It's a win-win-win.
So, I'll just leave you with this one last question to think about. That dream of a perfect, custom-built system. It sounds great, I get it. But you have to ask yourself, is reinventing the wheel, spending all that time, money, and energy, really the best thing for your business? Or could you get your team connected and working together way faster with a solution that's already built, freeing you up to focus on what actually makes your business grow?